Your mind is your greatest weapon, but only if you learn how to control it before it controls you. Every single person on this planet will face moments where they feel weak, uncertain, and lost. It doesn't matter who you are, rich, poor, famous, or forgotten. Life will test you. It will break you down to your knees, and it will ask you one question: how strong is your mind? You see, people often talk about physical strength. They hit the gym, they lift weights, they build muscles. But very few people talk about building mental strength, the kind that keeps you moving when you're exhausted, the kind that keeps you believing when nobody else does, the kind that tells you to rise again when you've been knocked down 100 times. Mental strength is not something you're born with. It's something you build. And it's built in silence. In the moments when you want to give up but don't, when you're scared but move forward anyway, when you're alone but still fighting. Confidence, on the other hand, is not arrogance. It's not about thinking you're better than everyone else. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you'll handle it. It's the quiet voice inside that says, "I've got this," even when everything around you screams otherwise. Think about Denzel Washington, a man who faced rejection after rejection in his early acting days. People told him he wasn't good enough, that he didn't fit the mold. But he didn't let that break him. He used every no as fuel to become stronger. Because real confidence doesn't come from applause. It comes from persistence. Life will never hand you confidence. It's not a gift, it's a result of discipline, pain, and growth. You gain confidence when you do what scares you. You build it when you face what breaks you. So today, I want to show you how to build that mental strength and unshakable confidence. Not through theory, not through motivation that fades in a day, but through 5 real, powerful principles that can reshape how you think, how you act, and how you live. If you apply these 5 keys, you won't just survive challenges, you'll dominate them. Because once your mind is strong, there's nothing, no failure, no rejection, no obstacle that can ever defeat you again. The first step to building mental strength starts inside your head, with your inner voice. Every day, you're having silent conversations with yourself, and whether you realize it or not, those conversations are shaping your life. You become what you repeatedly tell yourself. If you constantly say, "I can't do this," then your mind will find proof that you're right. But if you say, "I'll figure it out," your mind will start finding solutions instead of excuses. Your inner voice can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Most people lose before they even begin because they talk themselves out of success. They feed their mind with fear, with doubt, with self-sabotage. They let that negative voice control their destiny. Here's the truth. Confidence begins with how you speak to yourself when no one's listening. You have to retrain your mind to speak life into your goals. Talk to yourself the way you'd talk to someone you love. Encourage yourself, uplift yourself, and remind yourself that failure is just feedback, not the end. When you fall, don't say, "I'm done." Say, "I'm learning." When you lose, don't say, "I'm a failure." Say, "I'm getting closer." You see, the strongest people are not those who never hear negative thoughts. They're the ones who don't believe them. You must build mental discipline to silence the noise of doubt and focus on your inner truth. Feed your mind positivity like it's fuel. Read. Listen to empowering messages. Surround yourself with people who believe in growth, not gossip. Because at the end of the day, you'll never outperform your self-image. If you want to change your life, start by changing the way you think about yourself. Every strong person you admire has one thing in common: they've suffered. Pain is the birthplace of strength. When life breaks you, it's not punishing you, it's preparing you. Every trial, every loss, every heartbreak is shaping the person you're meant to become. You can't build mental strength without going through discomfort. Comfort never made anyone grow. Think of a diamond. It's just carbon under pressure. The more pressure it faces, the more beautiful it becomes. The same applies to you. Stop running from your pain and start learning from it. When you face adversity, instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" The moment you shift that mindset, you turn your pain into a weapon. The most successful people didn't escape their pain. They used it. They transformed their struggles into lessons and their lessons into strength. So when things fall apart, don't lose faith. That's when your real training begins. Your pain is building the resilience you'll need for your purpose. Remember, storms don't destroy strong trees, and they strengthen their roots. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is eternal. Motivation gets you started. But discipline keeps you going when motivation disappears. And trust me, it will disappear. There will be days you don't feel like showing up. There will be days you're tired, broken, and unmotivated. But those are the days that define who you are. Denzel Washington once said, "Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish." Mental strength is built through consistency, through showing up every day even when it hurts, through doing what needs to be done, not what feels good in the moment. When you train your mind to stay consistent despite your emotions, you become unstoppable. That's when you develop confidence, and because you trust yourself to follow through. Confidence doesn't come from others cheering for you. It comes from keeping the promises you make to yourself. Be disciplined enough to work in silence, to grind when no one's watching, and to stay focused even when distractions scream your name. When you live with discipline, every area of your life transforms: your body, your mind, your goals, your future. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. Every successful person has failed, more than you can imagine. The difference is, they didn't quit. They learned. When you fail, your brain wants to protect you. It tells you, stop trying. You're not good enough. But that's a lie. Failure is a teacher, not a threat. Every time you fail, you gain data. You learn what not to do, and that's powerful. If you want to build confidence, fall in love with failing forward. Fail fast, fail often. Because every failure is a step closer to mastery. You cannot be mentally strong if you fear failure. You have to embrace it, face it, and grow through it. Don't fear the fall, fear never trying. Faith is the foundation of mental strength. You must believe that everything you're doing, every sacrifice you're making, every sleepless night, it's all leading somewhere greater. Faith is not about seeing the whole path. It's about trusting the next step. There will be times you can't see progress, but faith keeps you moving. It reminds you that growth is happening even in silence. When you have faith, fear loses its power. You stop panicking over what's not working and start trusting that everything is aligning for your good. Faith gives you patience. It gives you peace. It gives you perspective. Denzel once said, "Faith doesn't make things easy. It makes them possible." So keep walking. Keep believing. Because everything you've been working for will arrive when your mind, your faith, and your discipline are in alignment. Mental strength and confidence are not built overnight. They're forged in the fire of consistency, patience, and faith. You can't buy confidence. You can't fake mental strength. You have to live it, breathe it, and earn it every single day. There will be moments when you question yourself, when your dreams feel far away, when the world feels heavy. But remember, that's where growth happens. That's where warriors are made. When your mind says quit, that's the moment to push harder. Because every time you refuse to give up, you're rewiring your brain for strength. Confidence isn't loud. It's calm. It's knowing you'll be okay no matter what. And if you truly want to build unshakable confidence, live by this rule. Keep your faith stronger than your fear. When life hits you hard, stand tall. When people doubt you, stay focused. When you fall, rise with more wisdom. Your story is being written in the moments when nobody's watching. Every silent victory, every painful step, every small win, they're all shaping your destiny. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving. Because in the end, strength is not measured by how much you lift. It's measured by how much you can endure without breaking. So, start today. Speak power into your life. Use your pain as fuel. Be disciplined. Learn from failure. And above all, trust the process. Because when your mind is strong and your confidence unshakable, nothing in this world can stop you. You were born for greatness. Now it's time to train your mind to see it.